Hello! We're back. And by back, it's actually like today. This is the second time we've streamed. We streamed earlier today. Me and Forceful Golf were playing. Anyway, I muted myself on accident. Playing like it was Star Wars: Complete Saga. We had a good time. Very nostalgic of a game. I enjoyed it. And now we're back with Amateur Science for more Minecraft. I also have a book of Star Wars trivia here for Star Wars Day, which I don't expect any of them to really get the answers to, but there's some easy questions and there's some hard questions. Make sure the thing works. Okay, that's how I select a question. You know what, let's just jump to that. 323. What is question 323? 322. 323. What type of engines did Sebulba's pod racer have? A. Excelbrock XL 515 racing engines. You and I don't know this one. I'm going to say it's C. I was correct. Radon. No, it was Kohler Pondrat Plug F Mammoth racing engines. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Oh, hold on. Turn you off. I probably won't ask any questions that I don't already know the answer to. Just for simplicity's sake. Alright, well, let's get ready and hop right in. As soon as I can find the right button. There it is. What happened to Discord? Oh, did I just close Discord? I did. Alright, pull that up. Back to game. Alrighty. So, where we left off last time, we had finished... Did we finish? Yes, we finished this. We needed a hay bale for that to make the smokestack higher. And then we need a lot of ore. And then this contraption. We need to drop some stuff off. Moss block? Where did the moss block come from?
Hello there, Toast.
Hello, Ashley. Back at it again.
Yep. I wonder how many times I'm gonna crash today.
Hopefully none.
Hopefully. Oh yeah. I left off working on my base and it looks horrendous. fine.
How horrendous is horrendous?
Horrendous enough where I don't want to talk about it.
Where's your base?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's why I asked.
Who says I'm telling?
Well, nobody, but I figured if I didn't ask, you wouldn't tell, so there was a chance.
Yeah, there was a chance. Yeah.
I only got 4 wheat from all that.
I'm sure you'll find it one day.
One day. I see how it is. Do you not trust me with your horrendous-looking base?
No, I don't. I mean, I trust you sometimes, but not all the time.
Good. That's the proper way to do it.
I trust you when we're working together in Phasmophobia and you're on my team. Other than that, I
It's
don't
probably
really
not
know.
under my house, Golf. Well, I'll keep an eye out.
You do that.
How far away did you run from spawn?
A little ways. Not like too far where it takes me forever to get back to spawn, but it's a little ways
But
away.
you're off the spawn island.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now what's this button that you guys are talking about, that Cyto? What is this contraption you guys were talking about?
Oh, so Kira installed a button on a dropper in my house
Oh.
that has a sign that says "Do not push," and when you push it, it spits out some shoes with a curse on them. That if you're not already wearing shoes, it immediately equips, and then you can't take them off until you die.
So Curse of Binding.
Yeah.
That's funny. I'm not gonna lie, that is quite funny. It feels so nice to be back in Java. Oh, I missed Java so much.
Where were you?
So when I play with So when I play Minecraft with my friend and my boyfriend, they play on Xbox, so I have to play Bedrock.
Oh.
So I've been playing Bedrock, and Bedrock to me, like when I play it on computer, it's just like, this is phone Minecraft, but on computer.
Ouch.
What do you mean, ow?
Like, what a burn.
That's how it feels, because I'm used to Java, and Bedrock is like when I used to play on my phone.
I mean, yeah, I suppose.
It's cool though. It's still like very similar. I need wood.
I'm excited to eventually find a frog in-game, because I haven't seen a Minecraft frog yet.
Ooh, I have.
Frogs?
They're so cute. Yes, there's frogs, and they're adorable.
Okay, so we gotta kill it, alright.
No! Do not kill the frog. Don't make me put more cursed frog memes in the Discord, because I will.
Wait,
You are quite fond of doing that.
your frog memes are amazing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
I love frog memes. I have expanded though, so be prepared for raccoon and possum memes also.
Oh boy. It's Animal Crossing, but memes.
I like my animal memes. They're funny.
Oh, we murdered them in real life.
No?
No, I'm
Oh,
kidding. I have raccoons and possum come eat my cat food that we have outside. They so cute.
there
They're
used
so
to be
devious.
raccoons at the dumpster where I used to work. Sometimes.
Oh yeah, that actually happened to me too. It's just kind of an occasional. Like we were aware of them, and when they saw us, they just went, "Hi, you should leave," and then let me leave, and then I won't bug you.
Yeah.
They were never like hostile or aggressive or anything. They were just like, I want your food. I want all of this free food that you're throwing away because you're a stupid human, and stupid humans throw away food.
Supposedly, I read that
And I'm like,
possums
yeah,
are.
you're kind of right.
Supposedly, possums are like not like they're gentle. They don't really attack.
Yeah,
Possums?
I held a possum
makes
baby
sense.
once.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
there was a possum walking through our garden in like the middle of the day, and we're like, all right, that's weird. Let's follow the possum, see where it goes. Because generally around here, that's not a good idea, and if they're going to be a menace, you want to quietly take them out. But, so I watched it. It crawled onto the patio, and it climbed into a garbage can. And so I put a board on the garbage can, pick it up, walk it into the yard, and then knock it over to get it out, because I had the intention of getting rid of said possum. And then possum comes wandering out, covered in little baby possums. I'm like, well, I can't do that now. And so it wanders away, and I'm following it just to see where it goes. And it goes and disappears under some equipment. I go, oh, okay. Go back to the trash can, and one baby possum had been left. He was like inside the trash bag.
Oh no.
And so I had to pick him. I got a glove, picked him up, put him in a little box, carried him over to where the mama possum had disappeared to, and I left him there. And presumably, mother possum came back and got him.
Hopefully.
But he was so cute and small, and he screamed.
Yeah, I imagine he would. He was being abducted.
It would have been prime time to have a pet possum.
Yeah, I don't feel like they'd have been on board with that.
It's more common than you think.
Is it?
Possums can be... Well, basically, they'll end up like cats if you raise them.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I want a pet possum. How do I get a pet
Possums
I'm
and
just gonna
raccoons
sneak a
basically
possum.
end up like cats with hands.
I wonder if my mom would find out if I snuck a possum into the house.
I feel like they would find out pretty quickly. Especially if they behave somewhat like cats.
You just tell them it's a cat. You just be like, oh, it's a new type of breed.
Also remember,
Yeah.
especially raccoons, they have opposable thumbs. So,
They can open doors.
That I would
They
like
can
to see
bypass
that.
baby gates.
Bypass baby.
you just have
gates?
to check your listings in your state for what pets are legal to have as pets.
There's illegal pets.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like if you're keeping animals that are definitely gonna get out and like cause damage to stuff, then that's probably not okay.
It used to be legal in my state to have skunks as pets. It's not anymore.
That seems like
Yeah.
a bad pet.
Well, you get
Just-
the bad smell sprayer removed, and then they can't spray anymore.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
weird.
skunks for pets was very popular 30 years ago. Maybe.
If I could
Wow.
have, I don't know if I could have like any pet. I don't know what I would have.
I'll have a giraffe.
That's actually a
Nah.
really fun question. But giraffe,
Nah.
you want to explain your logic there, Saito?
No, I'm kidding. I'm good with cats. I love cats.
I think I would want an anteater.
My mom was a tiger.
Why would you want an
She
anteater?
loves cats.
I don't know, but I want an anteater.
I mean, they got like really big looking noses.
Yeah. And they're cute.
I'd probably want like a panther or a puma or some form of big cat.
Big cats. Well, knowing how much of a menace little cats can be, I don't know if I really want to upsize that.
I think a big cat would be interesting.
Think about it, a cat you can hug with both your arms and legs.
Yeah, but then as soon as
Body cat.
the cat decides that it doesn't feel like following your instructions, what are you gonna do?
Die.
Run away screaming and hope for the
Yeah, basically. It's like, no matter how well trained it is, it's a cat. Cats never behave.
Nobody said it was a good plan. Just a plan.
Fair enough.
Eh. Skunks are cute though, especially as babies.
Alright, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but my god, the timing for the gym is so crazy, and I just got home from the gym. I haven't even taken a shower, so I'm super sweaty, and I just ate a sandwich, had some protein, and that's why I was so quiet right now.
Well, welcome back.
Smidge.
Care to elaborate on your giraffe proposal?
Oh no, that was just joking. I'm good with just a cat. I don't think I could. I'm not good with. I think like when you're like a pet owner, you're like another parent, and like with cats, like you said earlier, they don't listen. And I have two that are like annoying, and I have a tuxedo cat that is like always stressed, and she's balding because she's always stressed. So pretty soon I gotta take her to get spayed, because every time that she is in heat, she goes bald. If that makes any sense.
Huh.
That's a lot of
It's not one of those
stress.
things that you think about.
Well, she always been stressed. So my both cats are from, like they were kicked, like I guess thrown out or something. We found them, and it's funny because every time we find, like both of them, we found it throughout one of the pregnancies. So the tuxedo one was with my son's pregnancy. So, and when we got her, she didn't know how to eat, use a bathroom, or anything. So I basically fed her with a bottle. I stimulated her with a cotton ball to be able to use the bathroom and stuff like that until she was able to do it herself. So she was very, very baby. And what happened is like when we went on vacation for the first time, I guess and we just went like, I'm from Tampa, so, to Orlando, and it was only for a week, and she wasn't by herself. She was with my mom that she got along with, but I guess she missed me and my girlfriend. So when we came back, she wasn't eating, and she started balding. So then she went back to normal, but ever since then, every time that she has any anxiety, I guess, she overgrooms and then start balding again. So the recent thing that we always notice every time that she goes in heat, she's very aggressive to everyone. And then there's another cat, so she's like super aggressive to her. To my son, she doesn't like him either. So it's like she doesn't like any of us. And so I gotta get her spayed.
Yeah,
That's
that
rough.
makes sense. That's not something that we're looking for.
Ashley, did you
It
crash?
is.
What?
Did you crash?
No, I was checking the Minecraft version because axolotls are found differently in 1.19 than they were when they first got added.
So you're searching for axolotls in the Nether, or did you come back from the Nether?
I came back from the Nether. I'm working on something in my base, but I need axolotls for it. And before, you could just find them in any anywhere in like water in a cave as long as it was dark, but they've changed that since the Caves and Cliff update. So now you can only find them in a lush cave biome apparently.
So you gotta be keeping an eye out for azalea trees.
What kind of trees?
Azalea trees. They're smaller trees that only spawn above lush caves.
Oh, I have no clue what those trees are or what they look like. So, woo!
I'll be back.
Well,
when
if you
get
spot
those
any,
patchy
then
shots.
you'll be able to dig down and find a lush cave.
Okay.
It's a good way to find them now that.
I-
Because digging around might not be the best way to discover one.
Well, luckily I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Oh, let's do my stuff up here.
Because I was
Okay, I need more sticks.
yeah, I was like, because I went in a cave and explored and I never came across one. I'm like, are they even more rare or did they change how they're
1, 2,
found?
3. Take one
They
of those.
changed how they're found and I'm salty.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense for the axolotls to hang out in cave environments that are actually, well, lived in, but
Yeah, but now it makes it harder to find them. And they're
that'll
cute.
make it all the more rewarding,
More
right?
sticks.
True. Hopefully.
Need more paper
In theory.
so we can find our way back easier. First, this pickaxe. And then another stone pickaxe. We'll drop off this gold. And a sight, and the rest of this cobblestone. Well, some of this cobblestone. Need to make a furnace. That was
Okay, I'm
that
back
was a weird
again.
noise.
Welcome back again.
Happy Star Wars Day,
I
Saito.
just, you know what? Someone from work mentioned it today.
We're all very
Yeah.
excited, and by we, I mean me.
Yeah, it's just kind of a day right now. Unless you really have plans for it. Those kind of things just are like, yeah, it's a thing.
Oh, I always have plans
Cool.
for it.
That's awesome. I don't have
I don't.
I don't have the framework to have plans for random weekdays.
I don't have plans half the days anyway.
Yeah, I got work and routines as my substitute for such things. It's not a good substitute.
Yeah, that's how it is. I wish
Gotta
I would
love
have
it.
been young again. I was always like a nerdy kid, so I never did much. But when I started working at the casino, I started working with people that are like not like nerdy. So I started going out drinking, and I'll tell you guys, I only did it for like a year or two, but those were good times of my life. Blacking out was pretty good. Then I had a girlfriend, kids, and now if I black out, it's because my girlfriend punched me in the eye.
That doesn't sound good.
Well,
Really?
Is this a regular occurrence?
well, it will be if I leave to go drinking. Then I'll wake up the next day. I'm like, oh, was that a lot of drinking? No, she decked me in the eye.
I caught you leaving and went, nope, not this way.
I've never had alcohol.
You want to get blackout? I can make that happen.
Did you say you've never had alcohol?
Correct.
Oh, me too. I make enough stupid choices without additional chemicals in my head.
That's
You
fair.
know, it doesn't taste good, by the way.
Oh, I beg
It
to
honestly
differ.
doesn't taste
Yeah,
good.
no. I definitely expected it to taste terrible because it's literally brain acid.
It is terrible. Like, the only thing I can tell you is,
That-
like,
that wasn't
when
done.
you start drinking, depending what you're drinking, your mouth gets well, this happens to me. My mouth gets numb. So, after a while, it doesn't taste as bad because your mouth is numb. So, but, like, when you start drinking, it tastes horrific. I don't know how people could do that.
Remind
Oh,
me to
I-
never drink.
Look, if you're
Ah!
with friends, it's really fun. Because it's just fun. I don't know. It was good times. I'm not gonna lie. It was fun. I did enjoy it. But I'm too old now. Like,
Oh,
if I
that was
drink
scary.
now, I'll wake up the next day and I'll probably feel like I don't drink and I feel like crap when I wake up. So if I drink, I'm gonna feel like I got hit by a car or something. Oh, hey, by the way, I have amethyst. I can't say that word. It's some purple
Amethyst?
block. Yeah. So if you guys want, I'm gonna put it in the first floor.
Oh, you found a geode. Nice.
Oh, I have no idea what that is, but yeah, I got some purple crystal and that block. Oh, no! Creeper just blew up their gill.
Oh no,
No.
not again.
I saw it. I just came to the chest. I never even noticed it. It's not even nighttime. Why are they walking around?
The creepers can walk around at any time. Did you close the door after you came in?
Creepers don't
I
despawn
did not.
because of daytime. So if you're in a close enough range, a creeper will never despawn.
They're annoying.
You gotta love them.
They're an absolute menace.
Okay, there's like 86, I think it is, of those shards of amethyst and 4 blocks. If you guys
Nice.
want it, it's in the floating chest.
Yeah,
in the
if we
first
find a
floor.
geode that's kind of close, so those actually grow on clusters inside the geode. So if you mine them all out, well, then there's no more to be found because the way that amethysts grow is part of the blocks. But if you haven't, then we might see more shards in that same geode in the future.
I don't
would be
think I
cool.
got to mine them just because I got bored. So we got lucky.
That's good to know.
I
didn't
mined
know
a
that's
few.
how that worked.
Yeah, so there's a specific type of amethyst block in the geode that's only naturally forming. That's basically like a cluster block. And if you mine it, it just gives you an amethyst block or nothing at all. And amethyst crystals can grow out of the side of those given time.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
really cool.
Good to know. I'm sorry, Toast, by the way.
That's fine. It's not the first time it's happened.
I feel like building these guild outposts is kind of asking for it, though. We are near a jungle, and I think there's some villages not too far away. If you can get cats, those can scare creepers away from your builds.
Oh, cats. Oh. I want to see if I finally in this stream could find diamond. Oh, by the way, I changed how I'm streaming. I'm only streaming today on YouTube. I'm tired of restreaming.
Oh, nice. Yeah, restream is kind of a pain, and just the things that are required to manage 2 streams at once has not been fun for me.
The thing with me is like, so my internet is like freaking amazing because I have this internet called Frontier, and I'm like getting like a gig upload and a gig download. Like when I upload a video on YouTube, it takes seconds. If it takes a minute, it has to be a really big video. But
That's awesome.
it is. But there's one problem. With Restream, you're streaming on their server, and their server could be caca. And
Yep.
for
Oh,
some
if
reason-
you've got amazing
Oh.
internet, you might and still want to do the multi-streaming thing, you could try that plugin
There we
I
go.
sent you a while ago, because that uses
Yes.
only your own internet.
I might consider that. I did go through it a little bit, and it was a lot of setup. So I'm like, ugh. So I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to really.
fair.
No, it is still really good because
Wait, this one.
like you
There we
said, I forgot the person, but the person was mentioning that it goes by your internet. So I'm like, okay, I should be clear there, but I gotta just buckle down and really sit there and set up. But
Yep.
yeah,
I really enjoy that part of setup personally. Like, doing the IT stuff is really fun for me. I speak computer.
That's good.
I did it for so many years. I hate it now. Like I love it and hate it. Like at work, they little by little they like basically I'm moving into like automating like
Oh,
scripts
hey, Bale.
because I do QA. So
Need
I
those
could
for
do it
cows.
and it's fun, but then there gets to a point where I'm like if I'm doing it and I can't figure something out, I will spend day and night trying to figure it out. When I figure it
Oh,
out, I'm
yeah.
like, yes, I loved it, and then I'm like, okay, I don't want to touch it again, because then there's gonna be something else that I'm gonna have to break my head again, and it's like, and I love it but hate it at the same time. It's kind of weird. It's
Yeah,
like
that's
it's a love hate.
the process of working with technology at all.
But yeah, that's why sometimes like I know I'm gonna enjoy it, but at the same time I'm like, I don't feel like doing it. So I'll be like, no, I'm not today, not today. Eventually I'll get
today.
to it. But I had to stop because the thing is, with restream is like, when I create a stream and I start streaming,
We're gonna
Twitch for
need
some reason
fish.
will always have
Cooked.
frame drops. And I had to stop the stream, start, start. And what happens is,
Where's my
especially
cooked
with
fish?
YouTube, because on Twitch, you can start a stream like nothing and that's it. On YouTube, you have to
No.
set it up, put a thumbnail, and whatever. And
Yeah.
what happens? You see where I'm getting at, right? Like when you stop it and start it, then you have to do the whole process again. And I'm like,
Yeah, I ran into that issue when my stream crashed trying to play my Gone Rogue thing, which is currently on hold, unfortunately. It just crashed in the middle, and I had to pretty much set up the entire stream again for YouTube. It was so frustrating.
Oh dear. That sounds annoying.
yeah, YouTube needs to. I know, like they're trying to compete with Twitch, but they got a lot of like uh, quality of life
I'm gonna
changes
go
that they
off
kinda
to
have
mine
get
stuff.
Yeah, YouTube is supposed to be really good for
I need to
discoverability,
bring a bed with
but
me.
their stream setup is terrible. Like, I could totally upload videos to YouTube, and I have done so with some shorts before, but I'm not streaming on YouTube until they do something about the quality of their setup there and what it all requires. Because putting thumbnails for streams, it's bad enough that you have to title your Twitch streams before you know what's actually going to happen in them. And that's kind of like, yeah, you have to have it called something so people know what they're coming to see. But a full-on thumbnail, you got no idea what's going to happen in a stream. Well, you might have a vague idea, but a part of the point of streams is emergent content. So trying to put so much work into something that might be completely inaccurate for the content you're streaming is just like, ugh.
That is weird.
I would say what I do
Alright,
is
another furnace.
to try to get around that. I'll get, for example, if I'm playing Minecraft, I try to get like a screenshot of Minecraft. So I just record with OBS. So I'll record like the title, then I'll look for the frame in the recording, and then I'll just grab that, and then I'll put that. If I want to put more work, then you could put like your face or whatnot. I usually am kind of lazy, so sometimes I
Need a
do,
bunch of
sometimes I don't.
string
Like
for
right
the-
now, all my Minecraft on stream have the same
Right, so I
thumbnail,
just
which
need
is just
paper
the
for this,
Minecraft
this
title.
paper. You
Yeah,
know
that
what?
makes
Here, I
sense.
had some.
But again, I'm very lazy, so
All right.
sometimes my thumbnails would be like whatever quickly I could find related to the game. Like I'll like Mega Man, for example. I'll go into it. They have like little like thumbnails type of. They have pictures. I'll record it too
Let's
and
go.
make that thumbnail, stuff like that. But I try to make it obviously related to the game. That way, someone knows like if they're gonna go in, they know what they're gonna go watch.
Yeah, if I were to make stylized thumbnails, my mentality for that would be to pick a moment that I really liked and replicate it on the thumbnail somehow. So that just doesn't work with the way that I would expect to do it on Twitch or on YouTube. For all the streams I've done, I've just used my default like icon that I have for stuff, and I've also got for the Discord server. It doesn't look good. I don't like where it's at, but I don't have time or energy to properly fix it at the moment.
Yeah, it takes a while. Like, I've gotten good thumbnails, but it depends on the game. Like, there's some games, especially like horror games, if they have like a nice jump scare, you could get like. And I can't do this all the time, cause I gotta get a better camera for my face. Cause when I get scared,
Nobody
I
say
jump.
anything.
Which I think that
Oop,
should
that
be
looks like some.
usually what happens if you get scared. At least I do, and I get scared super easy. So
Yeah, I think that's why they call it a jump scare.
yeah, right.
Oh, that's
But
far enough away.
when
I'm
I
gonna take
do
all of
that,
it.
I hit my table, so usually everything wobbles, and I'll get a little like blurry. So sometimes, like, if I want to get my face of that reaction, it'll be blurry. But there's been times when
Oh.
I've been able to get a clear shot when I'm getting scared. It's so awesome, and you put it, and it looks good. But, like, depending on what you're doing, thumbnails have
Alright,
changed so much. Like, people now put, like, so much into the thumbnail, and they have, like, their own people that just focus on that. And that's, like, something, like, you don't have the time. I don't have the time to sit and spend an hour on thumbnail. I spend like
Yeah,
15 minutes at the
exactly.
most. So unfortunately, when we become big times, we'll have this same conversation. And be like, oh yeah, we have this person and make these banger thumbnails. Right now, we just like make whatever.
Yep.
I like making
Do what
thumbnails.
works until we're bigger.
Making thumbnails is always fun, I think. But I'd use them for After Effects, for VODs.
I make thumbnails where I usually make myself look hilarious, and I had a few that I'll just sit here and I'll be like 10 minutes laughing to myself, and and my girlfriend would notice, and she's like, "What are you laughing at?" And I'll be like, "Oh, look," and she'd be like, "Oh, you look weird," and I'll just be like, "It's just the best part." So I have
That's the
some of those.
boy. Yeah, that sounds pretty great. Yeah, the graphic design thing, I'm not good at it, and I don't like doing things I'm not good at.
Oh, trust me, in the beginning I hated it,
You
especially
make
when you're
that
trying
blue
to like
fire.
just grab like your face and you have to erase the background. That takes it's so
Oh, I
tedious.
imagine it takes forever.
Yeah. And sometimes if you really like zoom in on my thumbnail, you could tell that I missed some parts. And I always do that too, because I want to see if people like notice. And I've been called out a few times for stuff that I do. I'm like, yes, that's the point. Call me out.
Nice.
That's what I want for you guys to call me out.
Alright. Up. Need what, oh, really? Was that all? Oh, there it is.
Already an iron pickaxe. It's only been like 3 streams. What have you been up to?
Well, remember, I haven't been keeping all the iron yet, and finally I did keep it to try at least get one iron pickaxe
What do you
in
make?
case I run into diamond. Because if you use that stone one, then
How do you make
it
paper?
dies.
Yep, no diamonds with stone pickaxe.
Yeah, that's like the little bit I kind of.
Oh,
No, most definitely mine a diamond with a stone pickaxe. It will
You know,
give
wood
me double.
That's the real one.
Oh yes. Wood pickaxe is the best for diamonds.
Are you trying to sabotage?
Oh, I hear phantoms. Ew.
Uh-oh. Not the phantoms. Don't call them you,
There we
though.
go.
They're just trying to be your friend.
that's better.
That is not what they are trying to
Can I get bigger?
accomplish.
By murdering you.
That's how you make friends with people. You just walk up to them
Yes.
and stab
Wiggle
them
that bigger.
or hit them, you know?
You know, that explains a lot about your recent actions, Ashley.
What? What do you mean recent actions? I don't know what you're talking about.
That's
Alright, maybe this is too
only
big.
giving credence.
And you guys still said, yeah, last stream that I have a weird world where you don't feel pain from like any temperature stuff like fire and ice.
Okay, I feel like being disillusioned is not exclusive.
Well, that's just like, that was just reality because I lived it. But look, Ashley is here stabbing people by saying hi.
Yeah, I think you're both wrong.
How else are you supposed to make friends?
I would want to see her like one day. She has like a little meeting with like the fans and stuff like Comic Con or something like that, and then everyone's like being stabbed, and then it comes on the news. Streamer been stabbing all her fans.
Yeah, I'd be like, well, I know who that is.
Listen, you know how wild fans can be. I mean, they willingly purchased bathwater, so maybe they'll walk up and give you like $50 to stab them.
I can imagine Ashley leaving her like her autograph with the knife on their back. Don't worry. And they're, ah!
Sign this knife, and then I'll stab you with it.
But hey, the bathwater thing, that is something like, look, this sounds hilarious, but if I were a girl, I would have been selling that like hotcakes. I'll sell bathwater, I'll sell my toilet
I'll go this
water,
way.
I'll sell my lotion, my towels that supposedly I use because people would buy anything.
Oh yeah, if someone's willing
Yeah,
to buy
people
it,
are
I would
weird.
sell it.
But I'm a dude. No one will buy not even my socks. So I'm screwed.
Yeah, I feel like it's a symptom of some unhealthy concerns if people are that obsessed with you. Like, that money that you get from selling that random stuff would have to go to, like, a personal security team. Or something
Probably.
to that extent.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't see that going well.
I don't either. People can be weird.
Ooh, ooh.
People can be so weird. There's
The
this one
bee.
person who stabs people by saying hello.
Really?
That's how they think they make friends.
That's strange.
Who could do that?
I don't think that. I think that I don't know who could do that. Whoever God, I can't talk tonight.
I wonder why.
Yeah, you might be the short-term memory loss.
Hold on, I thought that was my thing.
Yeah, that's Toast's
Oh, yeah,
thing.
that's
He's
true.
the one with 10 megabytes.
Wait, who has 10
And you
megabytes?
still
What?
Who has 10 megabytes?
You?
Me?
Did I get it wrong?
come on. Surely he'd remember something like
I
that.
feel like I would remember something like that. Unless I had short-term memory loss, but I don't remember having memory loss, so...
Oh god.
Oh, we're gonna be like this all night, aren't we?
Maybe.
Um,
Who's to say?
Not me. I have no clue. I'm just going around with pointy objects.
Hmm. Sounds dangerous.
Nah. No. Pointy objects are not dangerous. It's the non-pointy objects that are dangerous.
Avast, I have found a pirate ship.
Nice.
Arg.
What's in
I
it?
don't know, I have to get to it first.
Pirates. Duh.
Have you brought your requisite
God.
supply of doors?
Oh, no, it's on the surface. Like, aside from a hole in
Right.
its side, it's floating.
Interesting.
Oh, maybe I got that one because I went to one.
Do pirate ships ever actually have pirates on them?
I don't think so.
That's depressing.
Yeah, somewhat.
Yar, I
I
claim
don't think
this
they're actually
ship in the name of
pirate
Toastbeard.
ships either. I think Toast is the pirate in this scenario.
Yar.
I can agree with that.
I will take over your computer and steal your software.
At what point did they start putting computers on boats? I'm pretty sure that was in, like, the 2000s.
I think someone might have been here. There was a bunch of stone pickaxes, and some of them were used.
Yeah, that's
That's how you dispense with the tools you aren't feel like using them anymore? You just leave them in some random chests. It's like geocaching.
I just didn't have space and I had like stone pick.
Oh no, that's totally fair. When you run out of inventory space, you gotta go.
Have any of
Leave
y'all
all your junk for the next person.
Have any of y'all actually been geocaching?
I think twice, maybe 3 times.
I would like to go.
With my grandfather.
What is that?
Basically, the idea is you hide a container in a spot that can be easily reached, like, and it is in public access, but it's not immediately apparent. Like you wrap it in camo tape and put it in a bush or something. And then you get the exact GPS coordinates of that spot, and you post them to a geocaching site. And other people who want to go geocaching within a certain radius will go, hey, there's supposed to be a geocache over here. Let's see if we can find it. And they'll use their own navigation equipment to try and figure out where you put it.
That actually sounds really cool.
It is really cool. Most of them have like little tchotchke type stuff in them. Like, you know, those parachute soldier toys or bouncy balls or just kind of random stuff. And paper that you can use to write in when you found it. Then you fold up the paper, roll it back up, and put it in the geocache. Leave it exactly where you found it. And it's got some other cool stuff that comes with it too, like geocache tags, which are like these little chips that you can see where they are most of the time. And the idea is whenever you go geocaching and you see one, you swap it for something like one of the tchotchkes that you found. That way they keep going in circulation. And then the next time you go geocaching, you store it in the geocache you find. So these random objects can travel halfway across the world a little bit at a time through geocaching.
Oh, that's cool.
It's just like a hint of treasure hunting and exploration in a world where that doesn't really exist anymore.
That's so cool.
You worked on a horror movie?
Yeah, I think I found a couple. One was like a fake bolt.
Wait, Golf, you mean
in the side
the horror movie was about
of the
geocaching?
T-bar of the stop sign? Well, that one was tiny. Like
it was creepy themed, but it was
barely
cool.
held enough space for the paper that
so
you could
the
write
theme
in
was
that you didn't
horror
successfully
geocaching?
bind it on. And the GPS coordinates were the stop sign, and we're just looking at the stop sign. Then there was a bolt that just kind of went through, wasn't attached to anything, and looked plastic. Turns out it had a hollow center.
Wow. Now I want to go geocaching.
It's actually not that hard to get into. Your phone acts as a really
Each
good
case they
GPS
took
nowadays. You can probably find some really
They
cool
took and
stuff
looked
just
at
by
the
walking
sensor.
around. If you've got any like parks nearby, there's probably a geocache or two somewhere in the park.
One of my viewers is telling me that they worked on a horror movie that was about geocaching.
Really?
You know, I could see geocaching absolutely
Yeah.
becoming a horror
Each
thing.
cache they took and left a piece of themselves.
I would watch that, like, honestly.
Yeah, the
That
fun part of
sounds
horror is
That's
when
nuts.
it makes you think. Like, SCP is probably one of my favorite genres of horror.
I love SCP and I love the back rooms.
What's SCP?
Backrooms is there too. So SCP stands for Secure, Contain, Protect. And it's basically a collaborative fan, it's not quite fan because all of the people who wrote SCP material are fans of it. There's no, like, official author thing. Basically, a post about SCP-193, I think, was put on a 4chan board. And it was, like, this super scientifically looking written document describing this concrete statue that snaps people's necks when it's not being looked at. And how people try and keep this thing from snapping random people's necks and keep it contained. And the idea that it created of this secret shadow organization that deals with supernatural things and keeps them just out of the public eye and from causing damage to innocent people took off as a horror concept. And a bunch of different people started writing their own stuff. And now all of it, provided that it doesn't get downvoted to hell, is available on a SCP wiki site, where every number that you could think of is basically just some reality-defying object, entity, or creature. And some there...
3008 is my favorite.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't know
Me
that
too.
one by
Okay.
number.
The Infinite IKEA? 3008?
Oh, I know that one. I know that one by name. So you can know so many by name. The IKEA one's great. That's an angle that I love that a lot of SCP stuff just gets into, where it's like what if we do something absurd and then make you cry about it?
That's wild.
For example, the SCP-3008 that they're talking about is an IKEA that every person who enters an IKEA building has a small, almost highly improbable chance to enter an alternate dimension IKEA and disappear the second they walk through the doors into this other reality. And it's just an infinite IKEA that stretches on forever. And the way that they present it is they describe what people have figured out about it so far, and then you get a survivor's log of someone who almost made it out. Someone who did make it out of the IKEA but died shortly after. And you get to read the history and what society is like
More
inside an
bees.
infinite IKEA where everyone's been trapped there and has no clue how to escape. And it's just like,
What's that white?
it's sad. It's like you get very invested in the characters and what's going on and like all the
I'm gonna
different
keep
things
following the
people are
water for now.
trying and what it's like there. And you think about it for a minute. Wait, I'm crying over an infinite IKEA. What is wrong with me?
My
It's just
my chatter says the
great.
movie they worked on is called Take One, Leave One by Body in the Window Seat, and that it's on YouTube.
Oh,
Huh.
okay.
That sounds like an awesome like film student project. Like, I don't mean that in any like negative way. I mean that sounds like great for like someone who wants to make something like not Hollywood serious, but like
I think that's what it is.
it's like a full-on like production.
I don't know if
That's even cooler if it's freely accessible on YouTube.
it's a full on like theater worthy production,
Feature length.
maybe, but I know it's like from a small indie film group, at least.
Ooh, indie film groups are interesting. I don't know much about them. I don't know if or how they exist because like everybody knows Hollywood and that's all people know.
That's
Oh, there's a
really
lot of
cool.
bees around here. Good,
So
good,
you got
good.
like Universal, you got Marvel, you got all those other people who think they're better than everyone else. And that's kind of the gist of the people you interact with when you're looking at that kind of thing from the outside.
There is a
Hey,
nice
Park, I'm
river
gonna play Sprays,
that
man.
goes all the way from our ocean into the world, and it's a really pleasant rowing experience for me.
That's awesome. Maybe we should set up like a statues at the entrance to the river or some other cool stuff.
One cool thing I found out today is that supposedly if you watch anime, you're possessed.
Possessed by what?
Wait, what?
This
Uh,
sounds like another film student horror movie project, except for
Oh,
people who are anime phobic.
Yeah, so I was like, alright, so I went ahead and so I watched a lot of people that do like reaction and stuff like that, and sometimes I watch like politics and stuff like that, cause I'm already
Ooh,
getting
boy.
old. So yeah, no, don't worry, I'm not bringing politics. I watch it, I don't try to bring it, cause you know politics gets really spicy. I prefer getting blasted by creepers than politics. But anyway, so this guy was talking like basically he's like conservative, and then he starts talking about how video game is bad as usual. You know how
Okay,
it is.
one
And
second.
then-
Is it nighttime right now?
Yes.
Can everybody
oh,
sleep?
I got scared. I heard
Yeah.
the
I gotta
music.
get back to
I
shore.
cannot.
Yeah, you can also just click DC if you don't want to sleep, Toast.
Oh, I don't have my bed.
You
I'm
might
in
click
a
my what?
cave.
Alright, Sato and Toast, just disconnect real quick, and that'll warp it today and get me and Ashley some sleep, and then you reconnect, and then it's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, and now you
Let
can
me know
rejoin.
when.
It's daytime now. In
Yep.
case anybody
It's
didn't know.
just that fast because as soon as you leave, suddenly all players are asleep. It takes like seconds, as long as everybody's already in bed for it. It's pretty great.
It really is.
So anyway, so then the guy says, this guy called Matt Walsh is talking about video games being bad and whatnot.
Oh, stupid creeper.
Oh, yeah, he might be a stupid creeper too. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, but then he comes up with the, oh, I believe that anime is demonic, and everyone that has watched it is already possessed.
What a wild take.
That's gotta be satire, right? Like, no way is that real.
I mean, there crazier things have been said and believed, so who actually knows?
Fair enough.
Well, there's people like that. Like, I don't practice religion, but I respect it. 'Cause my girlfriend's Christian, for example. But I had... Sorry, I had to move my finger. I had my stepmom, her mom, was like Catholic, I think. Yeah, she was Catholic.
Ooh,
and
fat.
she was like, I came out with this
What were we doing?
Charmander that they gave
We
in
were
birth.
trying to look for a
that if
ravine,
you
weren't we?
Flick his hand,
There's some coal
it
over
would
there.
glow. And I remember the first thing she saw, like I didn't really like that lady because she looked like a demon herself. But she saw me and she's like, "Oh, those are demons."
Oh,
And
that's a
I'm like,
lot of coal.
I'm like, "Señora, tu cara es un demon." Basically, in Spanish, I say your face is a demon. Obviously, my stepmom was not happy, but I was one of those kids that I just damn like people that say stupid stuff, and I was always in trouble.
Nice.
But there are crazy people like that, and they are. What he said, I don't disregard. Like that, he really truly believes that. We're
Yeah,
all
religion gets people to do some pretty crazy stuff. Like, it's not bad in of itself, but some people, man, should not have access to those.
Do I go over by land now?
Yeah, so that's kind of like the reason why I don't practice it. But yeah, it is crazy how
Yeah,
some
why not?
people say crazy stuff like that.
Yeah,
With no
it
proof.
definitely is.
Like if you have proof, look, if you have proof, I'm all with you. Like if I see someone watch Dragon Ball Z and gets possessed and start breaking their back and start doing yoga, then I will be like, oh, no more Dragon Ball Z. I'll burn my Gohan. I'll delete my Dragon Ball Z app. Burn all my Dragon Ball Z.
You might find that difficult, you know? I don't know if you go that far.
Well, if I do see people getting possessed by watching Dragon Ball Z, I think I'll go that far.
I'd be
Yeah,
wondering
that-
what that TV's made of.
Well, yeah, you know what? You will investigate first. But if everyone that starts watching, like, on different, like, at home and whatnot, every home, they get possessed by watching, like, anime, then yeah, I'll be like, oh. But I grew up on anime. And if I'm possessed, man, the demons I have are some slacking demons, because they are not trying to kill or anything. Actually, Ashley might
The
be
only
possessed.
demon I
'cause she's
had was
stabbing
X.
people.
Why did you get so close to your mic to say that? Plus, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. You know why you don't know? Have you ever touched a cross?
Yes.
Has it burned your hand?
I'm not specifying what has happened when I touch said cross.
Guys, I think she is possessed. Don't let her near knives.
It has been a little while since we played Phasmo.
Why you think Ashley plays Phasmo all the time? She's playing with her friends.
Ah, that actually makes a bit of sense,
What friends?
you know?
I can't seem to make any friends because apparently people don't appreciate being stabbed.
I'm telling you, like, think about it. Besides her stabbing people, like she just mentioned, she knows all the spirits. Like right away,
Can't
she
go
could
down
tell when it's a Jinn, when it's a Myling. There's a reason why she knows all these things.
Ooh, lava.
She's already their friends. She's possessed by all of them for watching anime.
Ghosts know their own best.
Who says I watch anime?
You said it. Last stream, I think you said you watched. Actually, I don't remember you saying
I said I
anything.
watched Supernatural. That's not an anime.
Yeah, that's definitely
what?
not an anime.
That's an anime
That's-
in my
That'd be a
book.
cool
That's
anime,
a
though.
stunning TV show.
Yeah, there's so many things that make really cool animes. Like, there was this one manga I read called Siren that had a really neat premise. Basically, an apocalypse happens in the future, and these phones connect back into the past to pull people into the future to show them how terrible it is, and hope that they kind of figure out what's going on and how to prevent it on their own. Combined with like superpowers and some shenanigans, it was really, really good. Even though they ended up having to rush the ending.
Oh wait, which
And-
anime?
It's not an anime. It was a manga that I wish got an anime adaptation. It was called Syren, like Psyren, and it was spooky as hell. It was like figuring out what's going on, and like all the crazy stuff leading up to it was so neat.
Oh, there's an anime. Oh, let me get the name. Let me ask my girlfriend. This anime
Ooh.
is about
Ooh, snow.
Japanese like scary stories, and it's
Oh,
crazy. They're like each episode. I think there's 12 episodes, and each is not really related to the last, and it's always like some
Ooh,
crazy
an
stuff
anthology.
happens.
Those are always fun.
They're really
No,
like
we're
good.
gonna need
Now
a shovel
me,
for that.
sometimes when death happens, I laugh. I don't want to spoil it, so when you guys watch it, we could come back to it. But I'll tell you what made me laugh, and it's messed up because it was death, but it was just so funny to me. And let's just leave
Oh
it
yeah,
there.
presentation is everything. You can have like incredibly morbid stuff presented in like the most comedic way. And it's a great way in
Goat.
horror like genres and stuff to make you question what's going on even more. Like, what the heck? Wait, what's going on here?
It will. I think it'll make all of you guys laugh.
It
to
can
be
it can
honest.
sometimes relieve tension, like the disturbed Luma in the Super Mario movie.
I love that Luma.
I still haven't seen that movie.
Oh, that blue thing. That's what
Yeah.
that is.
That is absolutely a Luma.
I didn't know that was.
Still
It
haven't
was so
seen
cool.
it.
Oh, man, you
Okay,
gotta
all
watch
you
it.
need to know is that there is
Oh.
there is a Luma, exactly one in the Super Mario movie, and it is very disturbed.
Good to know.
It just stuff like that, absolutely fantastic for like making you laugh, even though it's like, why would you laugh at that? Why would you ever laugh at that?
All right, I have a question for everyone then. What was your first anime that you saw?
Sword Art Online.
Sword Art Online.
Interesting, interesting.
I was pressing the wrong button. For me, that I could recall, if I'm not mistaken, it was actually Pokemon.
Okay,
Okay, maybe
I have
Pokemon actually.
conditions
No,
for Pokemon.
no, it was definitely Sword Art Online
Pokemon doesn't
first.
count unless you knew it was an anime going into it. If it was just something you saw as a kid, then I wouldn't count that.
Does the same apply to Sword Art Online?
No, Sword Art Online would just be an anime.
Okay.
And maybe Naruto. Because I watched Dragon Ball Z, but I was not... And Dragon Ball, I wasn't aware it was an anime until Naruto. That's when I kind of found out.
Yeah,
that it was an anime.
I watched like the first 3 arcs of Naruto as an anime, and my goodness, was it frustrating because in the manga you get the kind of the characters describing what's going on for your benefit thing, as just kind of a side that you can read as much as you feel like, and if you already know what happened, then you can kind of keep moving. In the anime, it's like every single battle is like a football game
How are you?
where they replay the stuff going on
Did you
3
get
or
some
4
soup?
times to describe in full
Oh.
detail what was actually happening on both sides. It was a drag to get through.
What anime was that?
That was Naruto.
I'll just come over.
Oh, I've only
Okay.
seen season 1 of Naruto.
Careful, my desk bites. I saw a Naruto movie once, but that was just as something my parents brought from the library. I'm like, this looks like a cartoon. Maybe you'll like this. I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, by the way, the anime that I was talking about is called Yunji. Hopefully, I'm saying it right. I haven't studied Japanese for a while. It's Yunji Ito Maniac Japanese Tales of the. Oh my god, it's so long. Of the Macabre.
That sounds interesting.
That's macabre. That's
thank
that's
you.
an
Macabre.
English word for like twisted, distorted, evil.
I read it.
Mostly like
Spanish.
super like gory type stuff. I only know that because of Dwarf Fortress.
Listen,
Because
it's dark
when
and
dwarves
getting
go
killed.
macabre, they murder the next person that they can find and then make some kind of crazy artifact from their remains. Dwarf Fortress is a messed up game, but it's also just incredible in terms of how much it simulates.
Well, that sounds like something Ashley would
Not
do.
yet.
What would I do?
mean,
Actually,
It
you know
kind of
what?
does.
Sounds
You're not
evil.
wrong.
What would I do?
I mean, it sounds evil. I don't know.
I wasn't actually paying attention.
See if we can
That's
coax a cow.
actually probably best for our survival.
Come here. Get in the boat.
Don't want to give you ideas. I hope you understand.
Come on.
How
Get in
dare.
the boat.
That's fine. I have plenty
Get
of
in the
ideas
boat.
on my own. I don't need your ideas.
Yeah, that is exactly my logic here.
Oh, and someone in chat for some reason wants to know if Ashley has ever watched.
There we go.
I don't know if I'm saying this right. Gret Suko.
I have not.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Have
so
you
I
seen
no idea
Minecraft
what
Baby
that is.
Cows?
I think so.
Like the head is the same size as an adult
I
cow.
haven't heard
but
of it
it's just
either,
got a tiny
so-
little body.
How fast do they
I
grow?
think one of my favorite
Once you have two cows and give them
anime
it's like,
shows
bam,
right
baby
now.
cow.
Whoa, hold on. Bad things are happening.
How fast does a baby cow turn into a
Uh-oh, creepers.
Oh,
Yeah, a creeper just fell from the sky right
minutes?
next to me.
Fell from the sky.
Yeah, it just
Yeah, I think it's about 10
dropped,
minutes.
and I'm not happy about it.
Is that a horse?
I'm in a cave,
Yep.
and there's like a ledge above me. The creeper
you
just
missed. I was
dropped
up
off
on
the ledge
top of
and
a
fell
mountain,
right in front of
and
my
there was
face.
mountain goats up
I
there.
have completely lost my
pit.
train of
Maybe a
thought.
horse for me.
Rip.
It was
In-game,
something
right?
about something. Oh, Log Horizon.
I'll get
Log
one
Horizon I
in-game.
really liked because it was
I
like
just got
took the like Sword Art
to get some more
Online
stuff that I don't
idea
have.
and turned it on its head in a way that I feel like is much
Get
more
Eli a
fun to
squid?
mess around with.
Eaten by a
Oh, get
squid.
eaten by a squid. He's like,
Oh.
get a squid for Eli. No, the squids won't attack
So-
you.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
A lot of it boils down to Sword Art Online, but you don't die when you die.
Calamari?
No, when you kill them all, you just get a squid ink. As far as
You
I'm
don't
aware.
die when you die. Cool.
Yeah, because like SAO's whole thing is you die in the game, then the brain, the device you're attached
No,
to
my
like fries
house
your brain
is
or whatever.
over there.
It's really disturbing and terrible and
I
makes
thought I saw
like
a
the game not
building over
fun
there.
anymore.
Oh, somewhere.
Yeah, Log Horizon doesn't do that. They instead
That's a
do
NPC
like
building.
I'm not
but I
even
thought there
sure
was-
what's going on there. Everybody just kind of disappeared from the real
Distance.
world and ended up in a game they were previously playing on like
See where that
browser
light is?
PC, so it's not even got like the VR aspect to it.
Oh.
But it lets you spend a lot more time enjoying like the game as a mechanical thing,
Yeah,
as
that's a torch.
all of the shenanigans that people get into trying to discover what about the game is
Well,
actually
not
still
even, I might get
consistent and
killed.
what's not.
Yeah, it's right there.
It does a much better job of portraying the comfy feel of an MMO without like the trauma,
Leave the cow to watch.
because that's like SAO's number one thing is trauma of all different kinds.
That's basically what SAO is. It's how you get in deal
Even
with your
like
trauma.
the Gun Gale Online alternative was also
This dog,
trauma.
well, wolf.
Oh, very much
Human
so.
sheep.
That's
Ah!
where it thrives, because that's where the author likes
Ah!
writing them, and
There's
writing
a creeper.
incredibly tropey characters
That's
that
another one.
don't lead to good narratives.
Oh, it's a blacksmith.
I'm not actually that much of a fan of SAO now that I've seen anything else. Because I love SAO's world building, but that's it. They build these amazing worlds, and then they do nothing with them, and that's just kind of how it works.
Take the bones.
So, I'll tell you guys one thing. The first season of Sword Art was amazing. I loved it and all that.
Oh yeah, well the first half of the first season.
Yeah, true. Because then it gets...
the Iron Castle arc was very well set up and executed, except for the main character and the the main character mostly.
Well, I have two.
What
two
kills it,
bones.
like to me, is like I kind of got like tired of these like anime with the Harlem, so that's one. And number two is like it became like, you know, I forgot the girl's name, but it's basically her always in distress, and this guy is like always like, you know.
Yep, it got very tropey very fast, and while if you stick with it, they do more with the characters. It's just
Then I gotta get some.
And then Alicization, they completely lost what made SAO interesting for most people to start with.
I got so mad at that season. I only made it like 3 episodes in.
I think I made it 5.
You made it further than I did.
Yeah, Alicization was not good.
Okay,
nope. Apparently there's another season after that.
There's quite a bit more written out in light novels, because that was the original format, and probably the only format Sword Art Online really excels in.
Okay.
What's the red stuff?
Ooh, glow squids.
Mushrooms.
Ooh,
I
shiny.
I think you plant a regular mushroom and hit a bone meal, and it turns into a giant mushroom.
I've got a couple of the games.
And then, no, those are.
And
not.
on that same note, by the way,
there's a mushroom island.
they do kind of the same thing, but in they have the exact same problem in the opposite direction with the other thing that author has written that turned into an anime, which is Excel World. And Excel World has such cool world building. It's incredibly interesting and makes you care about the universe, and it gives you the worst characters ever.
That's gross.
Like, absolutely terrible main character, and then the characters directly adjacent aren't much better. It just kind of sets up this world where you want to know what's going on in the world, but you don't really care at all about the characters. Then they try and make it about the characters, and you're just like, nope, I don't really want to watch this anymore.
The thing that like drove me crazy is like you have to like try to date. Well, I guess you don't have to, but they kind of like emphasize the whole dating your girls and holding the hands and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Not the mechanic you're trying to engage with.
Yeah, like I don't mind a little bit of that, but then it's like, you know,
there we go.
like,
Swing.
So are they upset?
Heavy.
It's excessive. It's
The squid?
clearly what
No,
people who are
they're
playing
just
the game
having
are
their own
supposed to
little
want, and
squid
we
orgies.
don't.
Okay, that's what I thought.
well, I know some people
Squid.
that they like their waifus.
Yeah, and those people are the ones that the game was made for, not us.
Yeah, I'll tell you, like I know some
Beautiful sunrise.
interesting people of
Whoop.
culture.
Don't we all?
You know, one time there was this guy got upset with me. Oh my god, it was so funny. Alright. They were talking about Naruto. I can't believe I actually had an argument over Naruto. And it was so stupid. They were talking about it. And there's this girl, I'm not sure how far any of you guys watch Naruto. I watched basically the whole thing. But there's this girl, her name is Ren, and she dies. But the point is that the guy's like, oh, she's sexy. And he was like talking like he's into her, but the character is like 12 years old or so. Like they're 10 or 12, like they're a minor, right?
There we
So
go.
I was
Media's
like,
weird like
Here's
that.
one.
yeah, and I'm like, yo, that's kind of weird. You do know that she's a
It's just a
kid,
campfire.
right? And then
Put off
he
some
got
smoke so you
upset
can see it
because
from
his friend
farther distance.
called him a pedo, and he like took it out on me like it was my fault.
Like a
I'm
vegan,
like,
sort of?
I'm just pointing out
Yeah,
as a
sort of.
kid, and he went like hamburger on me. Like he went crazy. He's like, how dare you? I'm like, bro. And then because I love Gohan, he's like, oh, how
You know
about
what?
you?
You stay here
You're
for
like,
right now.
you like
come back
like
for you.
Gohan. He's a kid. I'm like, well, I like him in the sense that he's cool. Like I wish I had power to go
Doing
Super
good.
Saiyan too,
You still on
but
the
I'm not trying
I've only been
to
playing for an
do anything
hour and a half.
with Gohan. Like
Oh, so
train,
far,
yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind being trained by Gohan. Get
I haven't had
superpower,
a chance
hell
to
yeah.
get another panda.
But that's it. I wouldn't want
more
what
stuff
you
for the
want
cows.
with that character. And then he went even harder. Yeah.
He'll get a
It was
bigger
funny. Then he
enclosure
blocked me.
when I get another
I don't
panda.
know. It was an amazing thing.
I gotta make.
People get really they love their anime girls.
Hold on, we gotta put some gold.
Yeah, I've never understood why. But then
Actually,
again,
you know what? I'm gonna
I'm just weird.
store these.
Well,
We all
are
weird.
we are
They're
in
just
an age-
weirder.
Well, the thing is that we're in an age of like,
Alright,
don't you
so
guys keep hearing like people are like lonely and whatnot?
I need more wood.
Yeah, that is definitely a factor. I imagine.
Yeah, and that's kind of like what seems to be like the hopefully I'm saying it right. Do they call that an epidemic now?
It depends on the words you're trying to use.
Did you make those flowers for me?
Mm-hmm. Those rose bushes, just for you.
Oh, 9. Okay. Oh, sorry. It's also telling me to chat. Yeah, well, I don't know. Like, I think they sometimes use it. I don't know. Maybe I'm using it in the wrong
What do I
timing,
need?
but yeah, that's supposedly kind of like.
Has anyone found like a lava pool
Yeah, I found
Uh,
several.
I
Yeah,
did, but then I covered
within
in
1,000
water.
blocks of spawn?
Uh,
Covering it in water, there's probably still some lava under there.
I don't know if it's 1,000 blocks, but
You have
Alguien como lo está haciendo.
break
Ah, okay,
the
okay, gracias,
obsidian.
the
Gandhi.
river takes you to it.
Epidemic, right? That's what they called it, epidemic, I think.
I was the first to get diamonds. I can break obsidian easy. Probably want to actually, so I can get my own portal.
So this is a gate.
I've just got like stacks upon stacks upon stacks of copper that needs smelted. I'm like, I don't really want to waste a whole ton of coal on this. The single lava bucket would probably get all of it.
Copper, I don't
Alright,
remember where
alright,
it's
we'll get
at.
the
So
cow.
Oh, wait, lava?
it was underground.
You can use lava for like, cook and
Yeah,
stuff, right?
I believe you can get 1,000 items. No, is it 100 or 1,000? I don't remember.
I
You
don't
can get
think
a
it's
lot of
1,000,
items
but it's a lot.
smelted with lava buckets. It's a crazy amount.
You put in the furnace or something?
Yep, you put it in the bottom of the furnace and it consumes the lava and just leaves an empty bucket.
Oh, well, unfortunately I found some, but they're underwater, and I kind of think like being underwater is kind of scary.
It is 1,000.
It is 1,000. That's awesome
That's-
for me. I've probably got close to 1,000 copper here. Maybe? I don't know how much copper I have, but it's a lot.
That's what Google said. It said 1,000, and then a block of coal is like 80. Apparently.
Yeah, a block,
Did he? Yeah.
80? Oh, so you actually get increased efficiency out of using a block of coal over just the same amount of coal.
What?
Ah!
Because you'd think it'd be 72, because that's 8 coal, or 9 coal times 8 per coal.
Yeah. That's what I thought, but Google said otherwise. And I listen to Google. Give me that shovel. Oh, darn. Stupid zombie. Can shields block? Oh, they can. Hehe, you can't hit me. How you feel about that? Hehe.
Oh no.
Yeah, shields can block pretty much all incoming damage.
Don't egg them on.
Amazing.
Why not? What if I want to egg them
Things
on?
might go badly.
It's, well, I already stabbed all them, so I don't think they can really do anything about it.
Remember when I said someone was possessed?
So you're making new friends.
No, all my friends end up dead. And I still haven't figured out why.
Could it be possibly from blood loss?
I was thinking too much air in their lungs.
I don't know. I'm not completely sure the reason. It's annoying, though.
I have a question.
Acute physical trauma?
Maybe.
Ashley,
Yeah.
By any chance, do you do yoga?
No.
Okay, I don't believe you, because possessed people do yoga.
I don't do
This is the
yoga.
thing. It is confirmed. Everyone knows this.
Well,
I
I'm not
really need some lava.
because I do not do yoga. I can put my leg behind my head though.
I mean, that sounds an awful lot like yoga. What would you call that?
Demon possession
A
confirmed.
Being
skill.
Flexible? A skill.
A Skittle? Did I hear that right?
I think Toast is trying not to get stabbed.
Hey, speaking of Skittles,
Toast,
you know
remember
those
you have to be
gummies?
unfriendly if you don't want to get stabbed. You get too friendly and that knife is getting close.
By the way, you
No,
know
me
they
and
have
Toast are
gummies?
already friends.
Oh no. Oh, no,
Remember,
Toast.
I'm made of mostly metal,
Oh, yeah.
so I can survive a couple stabs.
Probably
couple.
shock them for their trouble.
We made friends in Phasmophobia last time when we were on the same team.
Oh, is that the friendly fire incident?
It's how it be.
Oh, goodness,
I have obtained
what is
cattle.
happening tonight? You mean, you've obtained. Oh, wait.
Wait, what does the
You
Paris
mean
have to do with bats?
I think it's supposed to be a reference to like different words.
No, we must protect Saito from the information that he would glean from that.
Yes, he can never know.
He can never
Alright.
know.
Oh,
Alrighty then.
I need another
I
chest.
shall not say.
I have too much stuff.
interesting.
You know what else is interesting?
Oh,
Me?
no.
Yeah,
Oh, who's
Sure.
that now?
I was gonna say pokey things, but you know that works too.
What about electrifying things?
Arson. If it ends in arson, then yes.
Okay. I can work with that.
Guys, I'm telling you, we need a priest. ASAP.
Alright, so I need my shears and my campfire.
We need the best
And-
priest in the world.
What? Why?
Oh no, I'm confirming. I gave my demon vibes.
Oh, hi zombie. Where are you?
Ashley's about to make friends with a zombie.
I heard him, but I don't know where he's at, so I'm just gonna keep digging. If he comes around, he comes around. That'll be up to him. Oh, my pickaxe broke.
I'm on my way out to collect some bees.
Buzz buzz.
Burn them.
No!
Remember, you need a silk touch or a lead to abduct the bees.
Well, I gotta start with stealing their honeycomb so I can make beehives.
Yeah, use a campfire or they'll hate you.
No, just grab it and run. That's what I do.
I don't know if you've noticed, but as toast and bread, I am not fast.
Wait, like you have assimilated the bread too? I thought you were the toaster, not the toasty.
Oh, I'm both.
Oh, he's assimilated the bread.
Technically, the bread in my toaster isn't actually made of bread. It's also metal. Something like that, but...
That doesn't sound like bread. I don't think you know what bread is.
Listen, you humans have weird food.
Yeah, metal bread is not food.
At least I don't mold.
True. But you're also not edible either.
You were molded.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, when I crashed on this planet, I was basically what you would say call a thumb drive, but with legs.
Sorry, your internal parts that you have since assimilated were molded. Why'd you take molded parts? Isn't that, like, gross?
I mean, it's not completely molded. It's I found the toaster, I assimilated it, and then I can just, like, kind of Borg style
Or do you
change
prefer the
it
term
to
cast?
what I want. I'm more Borg than anything, I'd guess.
Hmm.
It's gonna sound funny, but I can make this joke because I'm Cuban. Don't go to Cuba. Cubans love bread.
Oh, do they? I've never heard that.
Cuban bread is supposed to
like
be
bread.
legendary.
It is amazing that way.
How does it stack up against pita bread, though? Because pita bread is the stuff.
Ooh, pita bread. Oh my god. Pita
The
chips.
Greeks knew how to
Oh.
make their bread.
I don't know. To me, I think it's better, especially if you get for breakfast. If you get like scrambled eggs and you put like ham and Swiss cheese, or you can use any cheese, but Swiss is the common one, and you mix all that, and then you have Cuban bread. You cut it open in half, and I mean in the middle, and then you put all that. Yeah, I love those. I haven't had that because Miami is Cuban, and where I live, there's barely any Cuban. But yeah, I miss those days.
Oh, what's this? Is this lava? Oh yeah, I think I found lava. That's nice.
Is it orange and
Oh,
hot?
lava! Yes, I would like some of that. Where
Oh,
are
that's a
you?
lot of lava. I'm gonna back away from that.
This sounds like exactly where I want to be.
Well, you know what? I'll head... Oh, that was tragic. That squid just died on land. Sad day.
Rip and rip.
I'll head back to the guild, and I'll show you where the river is.
Oh yeah, we should get a map of that river.
Oh, I've
That'd be
already
really
mapped
cool.
the river. If you've got the
Nice.
paper and want to copy my
we
map,
should get
you
like
can have it.
Oh yeah, we should. Can you copy maps at a cartographer's table just onto paper? That's a thing, right?
I don't...
Hold up, I'm gonna bring a cartographer's table to the guild outpost.
There's one
so that we
there.
can experiment. Oh, you do have a cartographer's
The only
table?
thing I've been able to do is make my map bigger. I think to copy it, you have to do that.
Oh, I might need to make my own map, which I can
Yeah,
do.
that's probably... It's an empty map plus my map, and that'll copy it.
Well, I can do that too. Alright. Hmm? Is
What do
that something the
you mean
matter,
that?
Ashley?
Yeah.
Oh, that was an accident because I accidentally clicked the bed and then it typed something. That was an accident.
Hmm. Sure you weren't referring to someone?
I'm sure. No, it was
But are
legit.
you?
It was a legit accident. All right. It was an accident.
She was probably referring to the corpse that she has by her bed. She's like, ew, it stinks already. I gotta get rid of it.
I
Is
don't
that-
have a corpse.
The original toast corpse from before we started the stream?
Ah, those were the better days.
Mm.
Back in my original
Oh,
body.
yeah.
Better
Have
days.
YouTube site.
That remains your only death, and that happened before we set up the counter, so... Both me and you haven't died since the server actually started.
I haven't either.
You have died 8 times since the server started.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I hate to break it to you, but
I've come close to death a couple times.
Oh, I've never
yeah, I think
died.
I've come really close to death once, and it was bad juju, but I made it back alive, barely.
I haven't died in years. Oh, I was.
Ashley years are roughly seconds, I think.
I was not supposed to reveal that info. Bye.
I feel like my one claim to long life is that I haven't seen Ashley in a while.
There.
I'm waiting for the day
Yeah,
I
we
come
see
home and my
Ashley
guild
just run.
explodes.
You can definitely use the cartography table to copy to an empty map. That definitely works.
Okay. I'm heading up on the guild right now.
Excellent. I just got here. Ooh, there is a lot of amethyst in here. That's cool. And more copper. I'm stealing the copper because nobody else wants it.
You gonna pay some guild taxes for that copper?
Nope.
How cleverly crime of you. I suggest you get inside. There's lots of things coming at you.
I'll deal with them. You know, this will be the required service.
Keep that creeper away from my panda.
Oh, don't worry. There's going to be bad things happen to this creeper that have nothing to do with Panda.
Oh, you know what? I forgot you have a panda.
Gosh dang it.
I did too.
Yeah, I remember when I saw it over here.
I also have 3 cows now, too.
Moo.
Can we murder them? Cows,
No.
like, they deserve to die.
I don't think murdering the cow solves many problems. Hello. Okay, cleared out the monsters outside your house, and you're going to pay me by duplicating that map
I
of the
want a
river.
burger.
Alright, you wanna give me your empty map?
You actually made me hungry. Gosh
Yeah,
darn
there
it.
you go.
Gosh
So you
darn
put
it,
the right
Sam.
map in the top left, and then the empty map in the bottom left, and it
You
should.
have little cobras around you.
I do have a Culver's around me.
Oh yeah, those burgers.
I
The
used to.
bacon
I
and
never
nuts.
go to Culver's though. Like
The cheese
Culver's
sauce.
food makes me feel like I'm dead for like a day and a half.
Why?
There you
He's
go.
just like comatose, like everything is heavy.
That's what
Oh, this is a
Fuddruckers
huge
does for
map.
me.
Oh, cool.
Fuddruckers just like if I have like Fuddruckers, I'm out of commission. I'm just gonna
Excellent. So the
lay in
lava
bed.
is just somewhere on this map.
Well,
or...
if you look from the top corner where we are and go straight down,
Uh-huh.
you can see the river that goes inland that I've mapped.
Yep.
Just follow that river, and there should be 3 or 4 lava pools somewhere along in there
Oh,
that you'll find.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing that now. Thank you.
The guild tries to give everyone a pleasurable experience before it sends its tax collectors after you.
Yeah, well, you'll have to find my base first, and you haven't done that yet, incredibly, since I left a boat directly above it for like a whole week and a half, 2 weeks.
I went over and I robbed some of your sugar cane at the start of this stream.
My sugar
Yeah,
cane?
your sugar cane.
Where did I have sugar cane?
Right on the shore next to your boat.
Oh, that was just there. That wasn't like specially mine.
Well, then I didn't commit a crime.
Nope, just a natural resource. Nah, my base is a little bit harder to locate than that. Honestly, I'd be surprised if anyone found it, but also not super surprised, because I have done things to make it easier to locate.
Oop, that's not it.
By the way, foot rockers, yeah, pretty good. I miss eating those. I don't know if I have one near me.
It's so good. I mean, it's quite like pricey, but oh my gosh, they're pickles. Oh, last time I had Fuddruckers, I got like the good to-go container with like the burger and the fries that I got, and then I got a separate to-go container to grab like my toppings for my burger because I didn't want to put them on the burger yet. I filled up half that container with just the pickles. Their pickles are so good.
God.
I have a picture too. I'll send it in stream prep.
So this is a burger place?
Yeah. I mean, do they have anything? I think they might have other stuff too, but I just do it for their burgers because their burgers are delicious.
Oh.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I don't think we have any of those on the West
I
Coast.
miss it. What do you guys have? Do you guys have like what White Castle or something like that? I've never had
No,
White
I think
Castle.
White Castle is more of an East Coast thing too. It goes as
Ah.
far as Texas that I know of, and maybe into California, but not my corner of the U.S.
Supposing you're opening one in Orlando, unless they already did. I'm always late with the news. I wanted to try it because I saw that movie Harold and Kumar, and I'm like, what is so good about those burgers?
I saw something really, really silly. In-N-Out started doing like, you know how they've always got palm trees and that's their special thing? They opened branches in Colorado and they tried to do live palm trees. They had so many ideas for how the trees were going to keep warm. They didn't last a single winter. They even had them like covered with special wiring that would activate when it was below a certain temperature to keep the trees warm. It didn't matter. Those
Yeah.
trees did not stand a chance against Colorado winter. Or Colorado summer. It sometimes snows in the summer in Colorado.
Yeah, I would think a Colorado
What?
winter would be a nightmare for a palm tree.
Absolutely.
It snows in the summer?
Oh yeah, and a lot of the snowstorms are followed by like snow all night and all morning, and then the rest of the day is just beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky. It's like 60 degrees and all the snow is melting.
Oh God. So they won't ever go to the beach then. You freeze.
There's no beaches in Colorado. It's
Is
kind
that
of
like
landlocked.
inland or something like that? Yeah.
Colorado is about as far from the beach as you can possibly get.
Hey, I'm not good
I
with
mean,
my
I think it's
geography.
tied for that with Kansas.
Oh, that sounds horrific.
It's honestly kind of nice that it's not like super cold. Like sledding is a lot more fun in Colorado because you get all the snow when it's cold and terrible. And then you go outside
Where are my
and
bees?
there's just like giant snow mounds and the weather is great. You get on just enough like cold stuff so that the snow doesn't cause frostbite and then you just go sledding. Find a big hill somewhere. And you end up freezing cold, you take off a couple layers and just stand up for a little while.
I'll be honest, I've never seen snow. Like in real life.
I love snow. It's so pretty. Oh my god.
Snow is good for like
I
a week.
used to like snow. Then I took a couple years as a delivery driver, and well, that cured my interest in snow.
Oh yeah, snow sucks to drive in.
Oh no.
I've never driven in snow, so I would not know.
It's an experience. So, when you drive in snow, you can only alter your car's momentum a little bit at any given time.
Really?
Yep, because if you slam on the brakes, your car is just going to slide forward on the ice at its current speed. Visibility is also really low when it's actually snowing because the snow catches the light off your headlights and just creates like a strobing effect that's very difficult to see through.
Oh.
Yeah, you slide really far. It is bad juju.
Where are my bees?
I
Slip
think
and slide?
I had I got a hilarious and terrible story from those delivery driving days.
Oh no.
So I'm in
I don't think we can often
my
walk this
fairly
way.
new car. I had two cars at the time because I always wanted to have a backup car in case one of them broke down. And I had so I had this fairly newer car and a fairly older car. One was automatic, one was stick shift. I still have the newer one and I love it. And the older one is just kind of waiting to be sold. And so I go to this newer one, and I'm driving it out in the winter, and I'm driving back on a main road. Speed limit's like 55, so I'm going like 40. And I go into the turn lane. It has been super cold, but the road had been like snow scraped, like actual services had been to clean it. But they didn't take the same turn I did, and had never dealt with the turn lane. So I go from mostly regular asphalt to solid ice at 40 miles an hour, and in the turn lane, I'm just like, I'm gonna hit something. I try to slam on the brakes, try to slow down as best I can. I still hit the curb at like 15 to 20 miles an hour in the right turn. Tear up the front left side of my car.
What
I
is
ended up having
this?
to replace like the axle mount, the shocks, and a few other things. And I'm stuck out there for like probably 40 minutes while I'm getting in contact with like my work and saying, hey, I can't help anymore for the time being because bad things happened. Getting in contact with family to try and,
Oh, it's
get the
Karen.
car onto a flatbed and taken home or towed or something. And it was an awful night. And then, like 3 weeks later, I've been using the alternate car as much as I've needed to. Things are okay. And I get this notification on
We're
my
going
phone
after
from
him.
Google. And Google says, hey, you parked here recently. Would you like to save this as a favorite parking location? And I'm like, well, I'm delivery driving, so, this might be the parking lot or some other place. Why does Google think I parked somewhere? And look, and it's right in the middle of the turn.
Where did he go?
And I'm going, wow. Gee, thanks, Google.
Google.
You remembered. You remembered me being stuck out in the cold for 40 minutes, waiting for anyone to show up and hoping that somebody else didn't make the same mistake and back end my car. You're the best, Google.
Oh,
Oh.
that's like actually funny.
Google never forgets.
Google never
Google
forgets.
is questionable sometimes.
Only
You know what I
sometimes.
love?
That's optimistic.
Like,
Still haven't found a
You know-
lava pool, by the way.
I mean, didn't you just pick up lava from there?
Yeah, I just stole it
Yeah,
from the
I
villagers.
saw
That's not a lava pool.
Well, the ones I've found have been right along the river.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you help me find one?
Oh.
Because I found a ruined portal that didn't have any lava
Sure.
in it. That's the only thing I found on the riverside.
so you know what I love about Apple too? Because Apple does the same interesting thing. Is if I like every Sunday I go. And I'm sorry, I probably caught up in the same place. So when I get in the car, it does that whole connection with
let's see.
Apple Play or whatnot, and it tells you, oh, it just right away just puts going home. It knows that we're gonna go home, and I'm like always like, wow, that's crazy.
A little more information than you'd want them to have.
It's around
know
here.
what?
Yeah, it kind
somewhere.
of scares me how much information they have access to and the fact that they're not regulated for it in any way.
They're
Like-
not?
They aren't, like, at all. Basically, they get to set the rules and then say,
I think
hey,
it was
if
that
you
corner.
you don't play by them, then you don't get any of our stuff. That's what a privacy policy is. It's, hey, this is what we're going to do with your data. We're just letting you know because we're required to, tell you about what we're doing. We're not going to, stop if you ask us to. We're not going to change anything for your sake.
I'll be honest, I'm not even that worried because
Well, the thing that's scary about that is you wouldn't
Somewhere.
tell, like, your psychiatrist or therapist half the stuff that Google knows about you. And your therapist or
was it?
psychiatrist has what's called a duty of care relationship to basically where they are responsible for that information and for not
There it
using
is.
it irresponsibly. It's like common sense, These people have power over you that you're giving them because it's required for the service that you want to have. Oh, is this a lava pool?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, amazing. Thank you.
Have fun.
Yeah, I only got one more bucket, but that's where it'll go. Oh, beautiful. Now I can go home and smelt all my copper.
Don't spend all that
And
lava in
anyway,
one place.
They have all this stuff, but, you want people to be legally responsible for that kind of stuff. And, no, they're not. Big tech companies are not at all responsible for any of that. Everyone else is expected to, but these big tech companies in this area that nobody has any experience with have gotten away with it because nobody knows what to do about it. And lobbyists are a thing. And, That's like, what do we need to listen to? Well, let's check what the lobbyists are upset about. And all the lobbyists are paid by these big tech companies. You know how much they spend on political lobbying every year? It's like hundreds of millions of dollars. It's
Sheesh.
absurd. That right there is democracy.
They also spend that much on
Without
NASCAR.
voter education. So, if you want to go complain about something, just know that you've got, if it's related to a big tech company doing something you don't like, it's going to be an uphill battle. They have literally spent millions more times, your like hundreds of times your best estimate of net worth, making sure that that the government listens to them more than they listen to you. That's dystopians.
Yeah, you know, the thing is like, that's just, I wouldn't really know what to say. I would say I wouldn't worry too much about it because, yeah, they have all the information, but if you see like, even with all the information, people do crazy stuff and no one stops them. That's why
See, that
I'm
sounds like a problem to me.
well, it's not only a problem. It goes to show that all the information they gather, they don't have the manpower to really go through all of them. All they worry about is what to hit you with ads. So because this country, look, my grandfather had this saying, and he's obviously like, obviously an old man, but he said this thing where he said it in Spanish, which sounded worse. I'm gonna try to say it nicer because he was more vulgar. Cubans are usually vulgar, not all, but I'll say most. But basically, even if they put on TV like poop, like real human poop right there will be people going out and buying it, and it is true. And now it's a different story. Like,
Yeah. Now the scary thing though is AI.
But
When you add AI into the equation, suddenly it's really like prominent and terrifying because they do now have the automatic manpower to simulate you in everything that you would do. And that's how they're getting so much more of your time and attention. Like, if you go on YouTube right now, you'll probably spend 2 to 3 hours doing something on YouTube. And whatever it is, YouTube has gotten very, very good at making sure that you spend at least 2 to 3 hours doing it.
But that's the thing. Like, for example, if you let yourself, like, for one quick example, I always make time to hit the gym. And I do it because I want to hit the gym. And when I'm, at the gym, yeah, I'll listen to music, but I'm hitting the gym. Like, I'm not on the phone. And that's where
finding more bees.
we have to, be strong enough to do those type of things. Especially, like, for example, it's like, AI is scary, but look at what we eat. We already have that, that control already years ago. Like, why we have this, that everyone
Alright,
is like, have weight issues and health issues that comes with it too.
We only got a couple minutes left.
You're
Before we
sitting
have to
there,
end.
watching TV, and then
Oh,
a Big Mac
bees
just
right there.
I
slaps you.
get where you're coming from. My attitude is, we are literally having other people simulate the best way to wear
Oh, we are on the map.
down our own ability to make
Cool.
decisions. Why is it on us to get that much better against companies
Let's just build
literally
a fort.
using psychological tactics and simulations to figure out how to best do the opposite of what we want? It's like,
Nuts.
it's almost like, this is
Get away
a
from
terrible analogy, but it's almost saying, if someone is attacking you with a stick, why aren't you just hardening your skin to make it not affect you at all? Like, there's a difference between, being responsible for your own actions and literally being manipulated constantly the second that you open up a browser to do things that you
Oh, he's
otherwise
trapped.
wouldn't.
Oh no.
But that's where you kind of have to, know yourself and limit yourself, like with
And
everything.
one, why is that expected of everyone
Come
who
on.
opens up a web browser? Because that's not just adults anymore. And two, we don't have that much control over how much we get to access technology. If it's like for work, for us as content creators, we kind of have to interact with the platform to make sure we're in touch with the culture. It's not all on us.
All right, we're
Like,
safe.
sure, it's easy to make it our problem, but it doesn't actually fix anything for the people who don't have that ability or had that capacity trained out of them by these
there we
psychological
go.
attacks.
But
This is getting
so,
heavy. We should change the topic.
oh no, yeah, if you guys want, I would say
We're
like,
gonna make somebody mad, and this isn't fun anymore. We should definitely change the topic.
oh no, I'm just saying like the best thing I can say is like just to like say one quick thing is, it's true. I just say like we should always try to have self-control in everything, and for kids you people have to be like better parents, like we just need to be better. That's all I can say. And being a parent and having self-control is big, because especially if you're a parent,
It's
if you
so
don't have
much more
self-control,
difficult now,
You know what? I haven't used my standing
Like,
desk.
If-
It's a standing desk
if-
in a
what
while.
you're
I just
doing last
realized.
statements. A parent
I
used to be
made
able
it.
to look over
We're
at their
getting better at
kid,
sitting.
and if they're doing something they really shouldn't be, it's kind of obvious based on the kid holding something they shouldn't or doing something they shouldn't. They look over and the kid's looking at a screen. They've got no clue what that kid is doing unless they go over and check the screen. And there's like no like obvious issues when you do that. Obviously, I'm not a parent, so I don't know the full extent of what parents usually do, but I don't think it's normal for them to like constantly check over the kid's shoulder every 5 minutes, and even so to make sure that the kid doesn't expect them coming, in order to make sure that they actually can tell what the kid is doing on the screens. Because closing out a window, going to an alternate tab, suddenly they've completely masked whatever they were doing before.
correct.
And they're being engineered by the sites that are simulating them to do exactly that if the parent doesn't want them in that spot. Because it's how they continue to get the thing that they are being manipulated to want.
That is true, but if as a parent you gotta teach your kids what's right and wrong, and that kind of helps
should we
to
rate?
kind of like deter stuff like that. If
Well, we're
you
waiting for
don't
them to
teach
finish
them what's
up.
right and wrong, then
we
obviously
rate?
they'll be easily persuaded
Let's-
to do these things.
we should probably.
But I am in agreement. It is harder, and there's
We can
parents that
read
don't have the
Ashley.
time, and all the stuff that not everyone has luxuries that other people do have. So I am in agreement.
We'll get ready to do that in a second.
All right, what's a more fun topic we can talk about?
Yeah. Well.
Potatoes.
Oh, potatoes are pretty
Actually,
good.
being a demon.
What? What? Excuse me?
Wait. No, I didn't say anything. I was like listening, agreeing with Toast. He said something about some good topic there.
I heard what you said.
What Toast was actually gonna say was that Toast has to leave.
Oh no!
I've got to dip out a little early today,
Oh no. Oh.
but I've been having a good time. I finally found my bees. I just have to wait for them to do their thing.
It has been a good time. And now I have lava. I'm going to have so much copper. I've got like 10 stacks worth of copper here to work with. It's going to be great.
That's a lot of copper.
It is a lot of copper. Gosh dang it, I stepped on a plant.
Rip.
Wait, what happened when you step on a plant?
If it happens to be a crop of some sort, or a pumpkin vine or something like that, you just trample it.
Oh,
Well, you
no.
have a good one, Toast.
Thank you. You guys have a
Yeah,
good Star
all
Wars
the best
day.
to ya.
For the rest of your Star Wars day, anyways.
I feel like I'm close to getting diamonds, but I don't know if I ever gonna get diamonds.
Yeah. No, you're gonna have to be pretty far into deep depths of.
Wow, that was fun. I'm still unmuted. A little shorter stream than we normally do today, but we also streamed earlier today. So, there's Ashley. We'll raid into Ashley.
He's coming for you with everything.
You party? I party.
Thank you for joining me
One of us might not come
and the rest of Amateur Science as we continue our Minecraft quest. I gotta get some bees, and I really need to find me a ravine or something so I can get a lot of iron. But it's been a good time. It's been a great time.
Sure.
Next stream will be Monday.
Or spruce wood.
Monday.
I don't have spruce wood. Let
What
me
are we gonna
see if
do?
I have any copper.
What did we do last week? This week, what did we do? I don't know what we did.
I have a lot of those.
But
things.
next Monday we'll do Everspace.
Really great. Just all the copper
Hopefully.
we have and 10 obsidian.
Thank you all, and good night.
And I do that.
I can give you 10 obsidian. And, let's see how much copper. I have 18 copper. It's not much,
Every
but
bit helps. I will happily take